guys, welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Roz.
Marissa.
And obviously Ashley's missing. She's on vacation or whatever, so I guess we'll excuse her or whatever.
Just for this one episode.
Yeah, just for this one.
Because you're coming back.
Is this her Beyonce moment?
Is she leaving us? Is she quitting the band? Is she starting her own band?
You know, she's really good at karaoke, so she fucking might. She might.
She might just dip us.
She might.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, I'm not even really that heartbroken. Just, like, a lot. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, you said I'm not really even that heartbroken, just a lot. And my brain was like, wait, she's heartbroken or she's not?
She's crying inside.
I'm not crying.
Oh.
Because she's going to come back.
You're right. She's going to come back. She better come back.
She doesn't have a choice.
No. We're a trio, not a duo. That is like beefing with the camera.
Oh, and this is Esties Unfiltered. Yay!
And if you didn't know, now you know. But you should have known.
Yeah, because why would you click on the video without knowing who we are reading?
Right. But I mean, also, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to Esties Unfiltered. We're so glad to have you.
We are glad to have you. We are.
Yeah.
So,
Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to tackle the big question. Is the beauty industry failing? Dun, dun, dun.
We need an overhead.
Honestly.
How do we feel about that? I feel like it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Like, yes and no. It could really be a yes and no answer. It's more no, but like a lot of people want to say yes.
I feel like the beauty industry will never truly die.
Right.
I think we have like phases in the beauty industry, like what's popular, when it's popular, and that type of thing.
And then it goes a couple years,
Right.
comes back, it's popular again.
Because it's like a trend.
Yeah. That, and we're in an industry where people always want to look beautiful. People always want the best of the best. They want to look young. They want to have the best lips. They want to have the baldest coochies. They want,
right?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, like, I don't think it's failing.
No.
And I don't think it ever will.
I think the beauty industry is always evolving. It's always changing, and it's just gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Because to say that it's failing, hard no.
No.
Hard no.
Hard no.
No, we picked a good industry.
Honestly, we did so good. So
like,
proud of ourselves.
Is it better than healthcare, low key?
I mean, you'll always need a doctor, but you'll always also need a bold coochie.
Exactly.
And no offense, but I'm booking my Brazilian before I'm going to the doctor. That is my
Same.
doctor's appointment.
My girls book their brows before they go to the doctors.
I'm just saying, like, we are your doctor's appointment.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
When you leave work, your doctor's appointment is us.
Is us. We know, they know, your work knows.
I mean,
sorry, you can't help it. We love us. We love
what
you.
it is. Yeah. We appreciate the business. We appreciate you.
Love you.
We appreciate you. You're good. Love you.
Speaking of love you, dude, this heart thing, I fucking hate it.
How do you do it?
Girlies do that? It's
Wait,
like the Gen Z. It's a Gen Z way of doing
I
the
thought
heart.
it was this way. I thought it was
Wait,
middle
is it that
fingers.
way?
Is it this way?
I can't do it that way.
Who's Gen Z?
I think you're actually your Gen Z.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm like on the cusp.
No, I'm not.
I'm what?
No, I'm not. You're not gonna put me in that. No, you're not.
I'll keep you on the cusp with me.
Okay.
You'll hang out with me. Yeah, I consider me to be a zillennial because
What the fuck is that?
a zillennial. Well, it started off as like this guy on TikTok. He created the term because he felt like he related to a lot of Gen Z stuff because we're still young.
Right.
We still get what they're talking about.
Right.
But also, we grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, so we also know what they're talking about.
Okay, yeah, that's
So we're like on the cusp. We're right there. Because like, we know
everything.
We know everything.
Yeah.
We grew up in a time without internet, but we also grew
internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we were the pioneers of the internet.
Right. Like, I still remember
Dial-up.
dial-up.
The
But also, I remember the first time we got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Life changing.
Oh my god. I don't know if you ever had like a MacBook like when they first came out. Those bitches was so ugly.
Those dinosaurs, bro.
They were so heavy. Now they're all skinny and like touchscreen. Like I have the one that has like the touchscreen bar on it, and I'm like, am I in the future? Am I in the future? I'm like,
okay, I don't know how we got here.
I don't know.
But anyways, back to the beauty industry.
It's not failing.
It's not failing.
No, never.
No.
Sorry.
Just like us and us ever changing and evolving as adults, and people here. So is the beauty
I'm just
industry.
kidding. My frontal lobe developed. Am I still changing?
I think
I'm
so.
just kidding, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
your cores maybe not so much, but like other parts of you are changing.
My butt gets bigger. She said I was changing. The only change I want is a bigger butt. BBL allegations.
This became a totally different podcast.
I don't know where we're going. It's okay. It's fine. No,
It's fine.
But that is also beauty related.
Yes.
Though
yes.
it's medical, it's still beauty related.
Right.
Because the girlies are going to go get their butts done.
It's true.
Whatever makes you feel beautiful, sis. You do
I
it.
know. I have a couple clients that have BBLs.
Good for them.
And one of my clients, she had just gotten her BBL done, and she just gotten like the approval to get a wax done. She said that was like the worst wax she had ever gotten. But it's because
What makes
like,
it different?
well, because her incision was still healing, and so like you're
Like,
still sore
underneath the butt or like
up top. Because she did the whole mommy makeover, and so yeah.
More power to her. You're a strong girl.
She's a strong girlie. I love
She
her.
is. She's stronger than the U.S. Army, because not me.
Anyways. So the whole reason we were even talking about this is because I brought up to you that, you know, a couple weeks ago I saw some of the girlies on Instagram and on TikTok talking about like how they feel the lash industry is dying. You know, the idea is that, you know, a lot of the girls are doing cluster lashes and they're not getting lash extensions done anymore. And so that was like, I guess, the client side of things. But then I started seeing like the esthetician side of things, the lash artist side, and they were talking about, okay, yes, like people are doing clusters.
Right.
But in order to do clusters, one, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Two, like, you are still damaging your lashes if you're not doing it properly,
Right.
which is like
Which
why
99% of everyone that's doing it isn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you also can't keep them on as long as people are keeping them
Right.
on for.
You
Like,
also-
yes, they last, but
Yeah.
like you're not really cleaning your lashes, and it's getting in the way of stuff. Like it's
the clusters go under your lash. That's so
terrifying
So
to me.
terrifying. So unsanitary. Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna stick my eyeball up. Oh my god! Zoom in on that.
Terrifying.
Zoom in on that. I'm gonna stick my eyeball up and and you're gonna do it while looking in the mirror?
No.
Oh my god!
I could not.
I couldn't.
I could not.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Like the idea of something even like, listen, I wear contacts and it's even hard for me to like put it in my eye. I have to like not be looking at it because it freaks me out.
Yeah.
So the idea that I'm literally no.
With like tweezers?
No.
But the thing is like, how do you take them off? Do you sit there and like,
you know, and there's like a remover, so it's similar to like an actual lash removal. Like you put it on as like a gel, you let it sit, and then you like can wipe it off.
are they actually using that though?
Probably not. But
I don't. DIY culture really scares me
yeah,
because yes, I understand that we're all trying to save money.
right.
We're all trying to save money. Trust.
Okay.
Doing your own lashes, doing your own lash lift, doing your own brow lamp, doing your own Brazilian. First of all, we're licensed for a reason.
Yeah.
We took all these trainings to get where we're at
Right.
for a reason. Like, we know how to do these things properly. You, as a I'm just trying to save money, is not going to benefit you because
No.
you're going to hurt yourself.
And again, we understand that, like,
Yeah.
again, right now, the economy is
really poopy.
really poopy, okay? Everything is so expensive. But when you're going to your lash artist, when you're going to your brow artist, when you're going to your coochie waxer, like, you are going to them because you trust them, you trust their expertise, you trust that they're not going to screw you over.
Right.
And that it's going to be the least painful, it's going to be the most accurate, most consistent, because, again, you're not doing it to yourself.
Right. And, like, because trying to do any of those services to yourself, not only one, is hard, two, is scary. Like, so many things could go wrong, specifically the girlies that are, like, doing lash lifts or, like, anything near your eyes, anything that you're, like, putting chemicals on yourself could go south so quick. And I've seen all over Instagram, all over TikTok, the girlies are posted up with their lash lift rods, right? And they're filming their videos.
And their eyes are open.
Eyes open, right? And then I know the processing times. You can't just eyeball it, right? And the kits that they give you don't always give you the most accurate times.
I literally saw a video of this girl giving herself a lash lift. And she was like, oh, the box says for this time, but it doesn't really work for me. So then I leave it on for this time. So she's not over processing her lashes.
You look, I always tell my girls, if you're gonna get a brow lamp, if you're gonna whatever, if you're gonna do it at home, I'm gonna know immediately. Like, I will know if you've done your own brow lamp. I will know if you've done your own chemical treatment, because your hairs look like you got electrocuted.
They look fried. And then your lashes, your brows, they snap off because they're so dry. There's no
going back.
You can't bring it back to life. Like, they're eventually just gonna
they're going to become brittle, and then they're just gonna, you're gonna look like me post 2017, when I got my eyebrows and lashes. I was a victim of cluster fans before fanning and isolation became a thing. I had no eyelashes.
So sorry.
And then I also had no eyebrows. So I was walking around looking like a damn alien. So I'm telling you this out of experience.
Yeah.
Go to people that are licensed. I get that trying to save money is, like, everyone's thing right now. And trust, we're all right there with you. But I don't know. Find the girlies that are a little bit cheaper that still have better prices.
Maybe
use a discount code.
Like, the products that are sold online for general consumption are not
They're trash.
Professional quality.
Yeah.
The kits that you get on Amazon, the wax kits you get on Amazon, that's not professional wax. That's not good enough wax.
Yeah.
The brow lammy lash lift kits that you get online, not good.
If you don't have to upload some type of certificate or license to get it, it's not a legitimate. It's not legit.
No.
Because every account that I have gotten any of my products from, you have to upload.
Right. You have to prove that you're
something. Yeah. You have to prove that you know what you're doing to purchase the products.
Because you should know what you're doing before you start doing it.
Sorry. I mean, I wouldn't want to be my own test dummy. I've tried to give myself a Brazilian before, and it doesn't go well.
It's not a good time. Not a good time.
No. I learned my lesson. I was like, I'm gonna try to save some money. When my butt cheeks got stuck together, it would have saved me a lot of money and a lot of time. Yeah, exactly. So this is why you go to a professional.
Right. But, these are just things that I wish somebody had told us in the beginning, Just certain things that, like, I wish I would have learned a little bit more of.
In terms of,
like, not trusting everything that you see online.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially because, again, with DIY culture, there are people who are, like, recommending certain things for you to try out. And, like, I have a client who today, she told me she, like, saw, like, a wax kit on TikTok. And she on TikTok. Because on TikTok, you can now buy a TikTok shop. And so it literally came with, like, a wax warmer.
Like Satin
wax.
Smooth, or, like...
No, like a random brand.
Knockoff.
Yeah. Like, I also know that Shein offers wax pots and which...
Don't make me laugh.
Girl.
So make me laugh.
And the amount of people that I've heard, like, oh, I wax my own armpits now. And I'm like...
That's great.
Great, love that. Armpits is one thing, Brazilian is another.
Yeah.
The amount of people that have told me, like, oh, I tried to do my Brazilian, couldn't finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I'm one. I don't care. One and done.
Never doing that again.
I don't know how I got my butt cheeks stuck together, but I did. I wasn't even near my butt.
I don't know how you did that
I
either.
don't know.
Mm-mm. She's a victim and a survivor.
I sound like my mom. My mom got stabbed by a homeless person because she was being rude.
Oh.
So now she's like, I'm a survivor. She has like a little scar. She's like, I survived. I'm like, girl.
Not for provoking.
That's besides the point. Sorry, mom, because I know you're listening.
Your mom's gonna comment on the video.
She for sure is. She tells everybody.
Yeah.
Like, she'll tell you. She's survived
Thanks,
a lot
Mom.
of stuff. Like, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, there are a lot of things that, like, I wish someone would have told me when I first decided that I was going to, like, there's a lot of, we could really take this anywhere. Like, going solo, doing brows, doing, like, trainings. There's a whole bunch of stuff that, like, now, like, taxes.
I wish somebody would have told.
Why? Taxes.
When it comes to taxes is a whole different bracket.
I don't know.
Like, I
don't even mess with it. I'm like, I just have all my stuff. I'm like, here.
Somebody else take care of
I'm
that
not
because
gonna do it.
I can't do
First
that.
of all, unless it's like, I always say, unless it's dollars and discounts, I'm good at math. This is dollars.
I'm not good at
it's
that.
not,
No.
I can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's a write-off.
Yeah,
That's all
like,
that matters.
I'm like, Starbucks write off, training write off, like gas to the podcast write off.
Right up. Honestly, though.
It is. Yeah. I know. I'm so lucky.
But you could also write off the mileage too, not just your gas, but the
Yeah.
mileage and the wear and tear of your car,
Yeah.
taxes.
Yeah. But no, seriously, taxes. They don't teach that in beauty school.
No.
There's a lot of stuff that they don't teach, and there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you.
No.
Like, they don't tell you that when you are trying to go solo and you are trying to find somewhere to rent, it's going to be almost impossible.
They don't tell you that. Well, actually, you know what? No, my school did. Okay, so, well, they did, but they didn't. They highly discouraged us from going solo right away.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't say they told us that it was going to be hard. They were basically like, it's not going to work out for you, so you shouldn't even try.
Haters.
Deaf haters. But yeah, there's so much that they don't say. They don't tell you like how, not only how hard it is to like find a space, but like they don't really talk too much about like salon culture. They talk more about like work for a big company, like learn from a big company. No, pass. I mean, I did, but pass. That's why. Pass. And they also don't tell you how hard it is to gain clientele when you're just starting off.
So hard.
But then, okay, so Ashley just had an Estie Collective event a little while back. It was our little luau. You might have seen it.
It was
and
fun.
it was so fun. You should have been there, honestly.
Honestly, I
You
don't know
missed
why
out.
you weren't.
But one of the girls was talking to us about like beauty school, and she was saying like, I wish somebody would have told me that there is going to be a slow season.
Seasons, actually, plural.
So I was actually doing a little bit of research after we had like talked a little bit about that we were going to talk about this today.
Right.
So I looked up like what the slow season was for estheticians, right? And it says that there is a good mix of different things. So some people say that slow season starts like September to December.
Right.
There are other people who say that slow season starts June to August. And I feel like that's so tricky. And there are a lot of people were giving like different opinions, okay? So like September to December, we have the holidays.
There's also January until tax season.
That too.
That one.
When everybody like is waiting to get their taxes back.
Because everyone blew money, rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
During Christmas. And everyone's like, okay, I have like 50 million coochie hairs. Like, I gotta push it until
I can
get my taxes.
Right. I've also heard the 3 J's, the January, June, and July, which never really considered that. I mean, I will say I think January for me is typically a slower month.
Yeah, me too.
My summer tends to be a little bit more busy, but that's because I have a lot of girls going to do summer activities. So of course you need Gucci done.
Right.
But as someone who like does facials, that might be a slower time because they're off on vacation. Yeah. They're out doing whatever. Girl, they're not putting on sunscreen.
I don't care. I put sunscreen on my face.
And that is all that matters.
I mean,
kidding. It's not.
I put sunscreen everywhere, but I haven't had a tan in like 3 consecutive years. So this summer I let myself crisp. Am I going to pay for it? Yes, of course. Yes. But I don't care. But I usually put sunscreen on.
For the most part.
I just needed to be tan again. Okay.
Just a little bit.
I needed my natural color to come back because people sometimes think I'm black.
Tell them. It's fine.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that definitely could be a slow season. I know for me, slow season, it really just depends. So I have I'm lying, it was this year. This year I experienced a slow season from January till about March. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? What the freak am I going to do? Literally, it's one of those things where once you realize that your calendar is damn near so empty that like you could see all your clients for the month on one day or like within a week. Yeah. You're like, all right, what's going on? Where y'all at? So for me, navigating slow season, that's when I start to like do a lot of my admin work. Because we're all backed up anyways. That's when you like start preparing.
Because nobody wants to do admin work.
Hell no. Who's gonna do that? No. Not I. But I mean, I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah. But that's usually when I like knuckle down. I'm like, okay, it's time to get this started. It's the new year anyways. Let's get it off like on a go. That's usually when I start to get back on track with all like my routines. Because during holiday season, I am going to be eating all the sweets that I possibly can find. Yeah. I'm a sweets connoisseur, right? So, back to routine. It's kind of just...
It's like a get your life
together.
Yeah,
you kind of just figure out a way to get your life together. I started redoing my ebooks. Really, everything that you do within your business, that is a really good time to reflect and take a look at everything that you're doing. And, okay, now it's time to start nitpicking. This is what I want to change. This is what I want to do. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, your clients are going to start coming back, but also this should be another time where you're taking your marketing material, you're taking it to who knows where, whether it be Ulta, beauty schools, whatever. Now's the time while you're slow is, obviously you have the time to do it now, so get out there and do it.
I was looking back at my Instagram, and listen, I joke around a lot about how much I don't post content. During my slow season...
She's all over social media.
She's very active.
She's all over social media.
I was like going back and I was like, wow, I was really consistent during this time. I was probably really slow.
And honestly, slow season is a really good time to film your content in batch. Yeah. Because like, you have 100+ videos, guess what? Start rolling them out once a week, twice a week, whatever. Until you start getting your clientele up. Honestly, models is another good thing too. Yeah. I'm like, if I get bored, well, obviously I'm gonna get bored because I'm slow. I'm gonna be like, hey, I like to like, I've been working on my ebooks. I am very particular about the way that everything comes out. If I've already done a model call or whatever, and I don't like the way that it looks, like I just got my new chair. Guess what? New models. Yep. Yeah. New models. Because like everything evolves, everything changes, you know. So it's
like you have to elevate your content. Everything is changing. Yeah. Like that's the time if you want to change the way your Instagram looks, your website looks. Like
change everything during slow season. You have more than enough time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for anyone that says that they don't experience a slow season,
you're lying. Even if it's not like you're super dead slow, you do notice a shift. Yeah. And there is a difference between
Busy every single day from the time you get to work to the time you leave to, okay, now I actually had time for like lunch and I had time to run to the store.
Right.
That's still the slow season.
Right. And it happens to everybody. So like if it is currently happening to you, don't feel bad.
Yeah. I'm like, it happens to us. Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, I think it's also hard for people to realize is like, I have only been in business for 3 years. And like,
Same.
yes, I have the salon and it looks great to everybody else, but like, it's the inside that counts, buddy. Like, sometimes I be slow and I'm like, so I just take the whole day off today? Like, do I just move somebody over and see if that works for a different day? Like, what am I going to do for the whole day? Sometimes I do absolutely nothing. Sometimes I binge on like bad TV.
Yeah.
Sometimes I actually like do admin stuff. But nobody told me that it was going to be slow. You just find out that way.
Yeah. Because I think social media has a lot to do with the fact that like everyone looks like they're on all the time.
All the time.
And everyone always looks like they're so busy. Actually, now that we're talking about this, and funny enough that I was literally doing admin work before I came. I saw that my site, which I've noticed a lot of girls, like if you use Acuity or Acuity, however you say it, whatever, when you're going to set your availability and like your calendars and when people could book appointments, there's a button that says make yourself look busy.
What does it even mean?
Like, it will make it look like you have less appointments available than what you do, so that it makes your schedule look busy. And then once that appointment gets booked, then it'll show like a different appointment time. Yeah. I was like, wait, did I just catch on to what like
everybody else
a lot of people are doing?
You know, there was a girl at the old salon that I used to rent from, and we would talk, and she'd be like, oh my god, like I'm so slow this week, and then she would post her schedule online of what she had available.
Hello.
And it was either like hello or none, and then it was like the same thing though, like, so once that slot got booked, all of a sudden a new slot opened, and I was like, oh, and she'd be like, oh yeah, like I only have from this time is already booked. And then like that time would come and I'd be at the salon and she wasn't there. I was like, I thought that
she didn't say what kind of book she
No,
was.
she's like, you're right. It was just booked for something else. That was a Target run. But I get it.
I found that button today. I was like, oh, interesting. So I took it for a little test run.
It was kind of neat.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
I'd like to see how that would play out.
I was like, interesting.
I'm curious to see if that would help bring you more clientele.
I don't know. I already have so many clients that are like, oh, it's so difficult to book. Like, you never have these days available. I'm one person. Yes, I'm one person. And you know where to find me. You have my phone number. But you know, when you leave your appointment, I ask you, is there anything you need from me? And do you need to pre-book? If you don't see the date and time that's available, one, I'm either on vacation. Right. Two, like, it's usually one.
Yeah.
Usually one, because I go on vacation whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
Two, it's already booked. Three, I probably have a training that day.
Yeah.
But usually it's 1 and 2.
No, literally, I had a client. Okay, so I'm going out of town this weekend, and I had a client reach out to me today after I'd already posted on Instagram.
You're going to be out of town?
I'm going to be out of town.
Yeah.
I posted it multiple times. I was going to be out of town. She hits me up today. Hey, do you have anything left for the week? Friend, you can book an after hours appointment, but I have nothing left.
Yeah.
Like, my schedule's already set.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I booked for next week, but let me know if you have an opening.
I'm not going to.
I'm not going to. Yeah. Thank you, though. Like,
we're not robots.
No.
Like, when I go on vacation or when I'm going to be gone, you know, because I know you've seen my social media, I will tell you a month every single day, a month before I leave, that I'm going on vacation and that I will not be responding to messages, that I'm going to be out of town, I'll be out of the country, I don't have my phone. I will tell you every day for a month up until that day that I leave, to pre-book your appointment. To make sure to, what do I say? Please book accordingly.
It's my favorite.
Because when I was on vacation, I got like 4 messages. Hey girl, I have like a baby shower that I'm going to, or like a wedding that I'm going to. Are you available today? As I saw, they saw my story that morning of me being on vacation. I will not be responding to messages until the 14th.
Yeah.
Y'all don't read. Like, in the nicest way possible. Like, it's just funny to me. Like,
yeah.
They don't tell you that people are not going to read anything that you put on social media.
Well, they also didn't talk about social media in general.
They didn't.
School doesn't tell you anything about social media.
They don't.
I mean, I'm sure they probably do now. I mean, at least a little bit. You know,
Like,
it's been a long time since I've been in
Instagram
school.
account.
But, yeah.
Okay, how do you make your Instagram account?
How do you make your Instagram account? What do I post on my Instagram account? How do I gain following? Is my following going to get any clients? Like, these are all questions that they are not answering.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, not to come for the teachers or anything, they're older. They themselves, their social media account, they don't know what they're doing either. So it's like, it's really up to you to
kind of take the reins.
Yeah, take the reins, get your social media up and pop it. Trending sounds. Honestly, hashtags don't actually do anything for you. They really don't.
They used to do so much.
They do on TikTok. On Instagram, it doesn't do anything. Yeah.
On Instagram, I don't know.
Instagram, low key, that's what's failing.
Okay, Instagram in general, I think part of the reason why they're failing is because they are targeting people in the beauty industry and they're hiding our posts.
Yes.
Okay, the amount of times that my like before and after pictures would get flagged, I get shadow banned. They'd be like, "That's inappropriate. Why is it inappropriate? Why is my work like this is a dedicated work page?
Right.
This is my basically online portfolio.
Right.
Why is that getting blocked?
Right.
And I would like fight it every time, and every time I win. So I'm like, so why are you continuously blocking my page?
It's annoying. They don't want like businesses and anything like that to succeed.
No.
Like, no, actually, I know she's not gonna watch the thing because she's not even a follower of mine. So the date night post, remember that I posted? Okay.
Yeah.
So someone, this is in terms of talking about they don't want businesses, like people don't want businesses to succeed. So this morning I'm on Instagram and I see that someone like left a comment and I was like, okay, like this video's been up for 3 weeks now, maybe. It's gotten a lot of traction, okay? Literally, I've gotten almost 100 followers off that video. I hope people don't think I'm going to be doing day in my life. That's besides the point. So this lady leaves a message. She leaves a comment on the video, and she was like, Ghost Golf was so much fun before all of these people started making these types of videos about it. Now it's just busy, and you can never get... now you can never go. So I responded back. I was like, is a business being busy like
a bad thing?
I was like, I thought a business being busy was good.
Right.
Maybe because now they're getting so much business.
They can start...
Shout out to me.
Right.
I also saw a girl on TikTok like posted a video of Ghost Golf like literally yesterday. So that too. But I was the one that did it first. Anyways, maybe now that they've had so much business, they'll start doing like reservations, like Topgolf, like that. Because when I went, it was my boyfriend and I, and like another family, and that was it. Dead. We were the only ones in there. It was completely dead. Maybe now, because they're getting so much traction from social media, hopefully they make an Instagram account. Like,
grow your business, bro.
Yeah, maybe like they'll start to take it up to the next level. I'm like, because it's already fun to begin with.
Right.
But
we could get some new games in there. We can get some upgraded, like, scenes within the actual, like, golf course.
Maybe change the paint a little bit, you know?
Maybe some air freshener.
Like, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But it's like, people don't want to see businesses succeed.
No.
And I'm like, first of all, why would you like?
I just think.
Why would you say that?
Some people, I think they just like to be haters for no reason.
But the thing is like, if you're gonna be a hater, you better know who you're leaving a hate comment to. Cause I'm real quick to respond.
Yeah. A little
Twitter
keyboard
fingers,
warrior.
like. And the thing is I'm not gonna be rude about it.
No.
But I'm for sure gonna say something back.
Right.
In my head, I for sure said something rude, and I know I told my boyfriend something. I'm
As
not gonna
you
say
should.
yeah, and I'm not gonna say that to you, but I am gonna respond.
Right.
Because
she's a professional.
Yeah, of course. On my business account, if it's my personal, God bless you.
Good luck. May the odds ever be in your favor. You said,
I'm just so used to doing this. Yeah.
She's just a girl.
I'm just a baby.
She's a baby.
No, yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
Also, speaking of her, things we also didn't know about, haters. Okay, nobody tells you that when you're starting out that somebody's always going to be hating on you.
Hating on you, stealing your shit. I've had someone steal my content, my policies, word for word, bar for bar.
It's the word for word. Yeah, yeah.
Word for word, same image and like.
You know what's so weird to me? It's like when they steal the same caption, and then they don't even like your post. I'm like, okay, first of all, like there are so many weird things that you could do. My caption. Okay, I'm sure it wasn't even that great. Okay, my caption. Okay, that's weird. Okay,
No.
Stealing your policies.
Stealing my
Okay, it's one thing to take inspiration from a policy and change it up to at least be in your own words. To be like, okay, this is the outline of what I want my policy to be. Maybe I should at least make it sound like me. Or like...
I was scrolling through Instagram.
It's a copy and paste for me.
And it's a follower, okay? I was scrolling through Instagram and I'm clicking through my shit, through stories. I happened to come across this story and I'm like, oh my God, that's totally my aesthetic. And I start reading the policies because I like to know what other people's policies are too.
I do, yeah.
I like to, like, certain people, like, not certain people, but people have other policies in place that you would have never thought of.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's good. I want to use that, but I'm going to put it in my own words. Or,
Right.
like, I'll play on it and add this or take
Right,
this
whatever
out.
applies to you.
Yeah, you use whatever applies to you. There is, in the section of my policies, at, like, late arrivals and cancellations or something like that. It's, like, at the bottom, I think. It's, like, one of the policies I know. It says, I will not compromise the integrity of my work due to lack of time.
First of all, love it. Very well said.
Very well said, very well
Yeah.
spoken. I'm very
Yeah.
I was good at English.
Mm-hmm. Copy and paste it.
And then, that was the first thing that stood out to me, right? So
Right.
now I'm holding the story, right? I'm holding it down.
Now we're really looking into it.
I'm reading that bitch like this because I don't have my glasses on. The whole thing, top to bottom, every single word that I wrote, she literally copied and pasted, put it on her policies. Same images that I had, same images that were on her policies. I was like, fucking bitch. Absolutely insane.
That's worse than a copy and a paste. Because that's like, at that point, screenshot it and just put it on.
Literally, I was like, and funny enough, she was tagging me and stuff the next day. So the only people that I like tell that they can use my policies but like change them a little bit are my students.
Yeah.
They don't know.
It's their first time.
It's their first
most of the time.
doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's their first time.
This is how frustrating it is.
Students, I will hold their hand. I'll be like, yes, you can use my policies. I give them, they pay a lot of money to be
Right.
trained. They have access to me 24/7. Anything that I have is theirs.
Right.
That's how my students have it.
Right.
So if you want to use my policies, that's fine. Just make sure it doesn't say buy raws and sew at the top. You know what I mean? If your services take 20 minutes to an hour, change from what mine says from I think it says 15 minutes to 2 hours.
Right.
Change it.
Bare minimum.
Or if you're a rando and you want to use my policy, ask. Haters. Y'all think I'm not gonna find out? I find everything out.
It's because they see you winning and they want to be like you and they want to stay winning. But instead of doing their own work, that's what I'm saying. It's like, instead of them going out to be like, you're an inspiration, they're like, if I just copy everything that she's doing, it's going to reflect back on me and I'm going to be successful.
It doesn't.
And that's not how that works.
It doesn't. Because the way that I write, type, speak, whatever, the way that I am with my clients love me for it because I'm myself. If you try to copy and paste everything that I do, that's not going to work for you.
No.
Your clients might be like, oh, why the fuck is she tweaking? My boyfriend says I'm a crash dummy.
Right.
So, I mean, like, that's the personality that I give. If you try to give that, people are going to be like...
Because, like, I could give you the formula, but unless you are true to yourself, unless you're who your clients need you to be, unless you're who you are, it doesn't make sense.
Yes, and that's another thing that they don't tell you. If you're not yourself, your clients will know that you're faking the funk so quick. They want someone that's exactly who they claim to be.
Right.
And everyone loves to get up on social media and pretend that they're something they're not. But in the long run, you have to be yourself.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of the things I had to find out for myself is, like, I couldn't fake being somebody else on social media.
Because you can't.
No.
Yeah. Your clients will call you out on it. And if they don't call you out, they'll just stop coming to you.
Right. So they'll be like, okay, why is she acting one way here, but then completely different in person?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work out that way.
Yeah. So funny. My clients that watch the podcast are like, oh my god, you're the same person on, like, in front of the camera and in person. I'm like...
Okay, so tell me why. So Hector and I were watching the last podcast last week, and he was like, you're so much more extroverted on camera. And I'm like, I don't feel that way. But I think it's just, like, it's different when I'm at home and with him versus with my girls. You know what I mean?
There's no reason for you to be like, ah! Like,
and on 10,
Yeah,
no. And I was
there's
like...
no reason for you to have the zoomies.
Right.
Like,
I'm like, babe, that's so weird that you would say that because all my clients say that that's me. So maybe you just don't know me.
Maybe you don't know me that well.
Right. Embarrassing. That's so awkward.
Interesting. Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
We're so sorry. It's okay. You don't know her like we know her. Those are fighting words. I'm sorry.
We take it back. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You put a ring on her finger. We didn't. Sorry. At least you have a ring on your finger. Oh my god, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Those are fighting words. Babe, don't listen to that. It's only been like a year. He can't put a ring on it that quick. I would be scared. He would be scared.
So anyways.
Yeah.
Things that I wish somebody told me. I wish someone told us how to survive slow season.
Yeah, 100%.
I think, again, nobody really talks about slow seasons and what that's like in our industry.
Or what it even looks like.
Yeah. Like, again, it looks different for everybody, whether that means you were, like, super slow, you only have a couple clients a week, you're barely making, bills meet, or it's almost like you're starting all over again, like where you have no clients booked.
Right.
So some things for me, I feel like I get more bookings when I'm posting more on social media.
Right.
Which, again, I know I'm really bad about doing. But the more active I am, I feel like the more people start to see me again. They start to remember, like, oh, hey, actually, I haven't gone to my appointment in a minute. Like, let me go book. Like, I posted.
Yeah, I know, showed. Oh my god, I forgot. Just kidding.
Like, I have put on my story, it was like,
fucking bitches. Talking shit. Now I'm joking. Anyways. We're good.
We're good. I had posted like something on my story and I was like, bro, this is your reminder to book your appointment. And then I posted like my open slots.
Right.
Literally, one of my girls slid up and she was like, oh my god, thank you for reminding me to book my appointment because I forgot.
Girl. I mean,
you're not wrong.
Yeah, I think definitely, where did I read something somewhere where it was like, people need to see something like anywhere between 3 and 7 times to be reminded that they need to do something. My stories are literally, don't forget to book your appointment. I have availability this time, and then if I'm having a sale, then I like link the sale.
Yeah.
Or like if you're a new client, then I'll put the new client discount code. So you see it 3 or 4 times before you go to the next person's story. That's if you're actually like watching all my stories.
Right.
But posting your stories is the most important place to post on social media.
Because
or
so many
on
people
Instagram.
do not even see your actual post. It's always on your story. It's where you get the most interaction from.
Yeah, it's stories. Literally your story. You get the most views there. So I think for sure if I were trying to like, well, I mean, navigating slow season.
Right.
Stories is always going to be my go-to. I play like quizzes and games and shit on my Instagram stories. Like you've seen that I'll do like a quiz. Whoever gets the like next 5 answers right gets like $10 off their service, $20, whatever. Gets a free something. I'm always doing stuff like that on my stories because story engagement is really important. So that's one thing that I would for sure be doing.
I know that during slow season, a lot of people start offering specials, which I'm not opposed to, but I just feel like when you start running too many specials, then you only get the clients who only want you when they're specials.
Yeah, we don't want that.
And we don't want that.
We don't want
that.
So
I think knowing that, like, yes, if you're going through a slow season, it's okay to post a special, but then you need to stop it.
Yeah, not every month.
It can't be every month. Should not be every other month. Because then you're only hurting yourself, you're hurting your business, and then again, you're only getting clients who only want you when you're on sale, and your clients will start to believe that that is all that you're worth.
Right.
They are going to think that your service is not worth the full price because you're giving it to them on sale so often.
Like, don't be afraid to charge full price. I'm like, these people pay full price for Louis Vuitton, Nike, like, vacations, hair. Charge your prices, girl. Don't be scared.
Don't be afraid.
Like, they're not gonna be like, hey, Nike, do you want to give me a 20? No.
And Nike won't.
Yeah.
Okay, I think giveaways are also important during this time.
Yes.
I would say, like, my favorite type of giveaway is like, okay, everyone who has already come this month, as long as you're booking your appointment, you're showing up to your appointment, that's an entry.
Yes.
Okay, if you referred a friend, that's an entry.
Yes.
I also do like stamp cards.
I do stamp cards too.
But I do digital ones because I lose physical ones, and then like I don't know, I always get like freaked out that like I'm gonna get scammed by a client. Which like I know that they wouldn't because those are my girls.
Yeah.
But like in the back of my head, I'm like, but what if they might?
I got like very specific like stamp thingies.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that's also a thing.
Yeah.
You can do stamp cards. Like loyalty cards.
Go to like literally there is nothing more important than like obviously word of mouth. So that comes into play with like referrals. During slow season, I always ask my girls to like I'll post like something on a story obviously, and then like write a review for like $10 off or write a review to be entered to a giveaway.
Right.
You know what I mean? People want to know what you're doing, who you are, you know, they want to know about you without knowing you, if that makes sense. So reviews are really important during slow season, and that's usually when I have the most time to like ask my girls to like write reviews.
So the updated reviews is also important. Like if somebody's looking you up and they see that like your last review was written 3 years ago,
it's bad.
Right. First of all, we need to get updated
Delete
reviews.
it. Find a way. Call Google.
Call somebody. Say, oh, that's fake. That
was a robot. It was AI.
Right. Not real. Not real.
Yeah.
I've also seen there's this girl on Instagram. She's doing like a bestie wax session. So like you and your best friend, like you get a wax and they get theirs like half off, or they get theirs a couple like dollars off, but it's like one price.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like you bring a friend, so it's like you're both kind of getting a deal.
Yeah.
Kind of making a way into it, and you're getting 2 clients now instead of just one, and hopefully that means that like their friend is also going to be like a consistent and loyal client for you.
Yeah. That, and like obviously your marketing, pass out your business cards.
Do not be afraid to pass out your business cards at all.
Like,
don't be afraid to leave your business cards with like other businesses. Every time you go to Starbucks, every time you go to Teasers, every time you go to Cup of Joy, leave your cards.
Every time you go to the gym, every time you go into Target,
every time you go to the doctor's office,
girl, leave those cards. Like, put them everywhere. Because eventually people are gonna find them. If you see a post, there's like the light poles or whatever. There's so many light poles that I see that have like are literally just for business cards only. And have you seen those? Like, people will stick their business card on a light pole, and then obviously people see it, so everyone else starts sticking. Do that. I've done it. I'm on like 7 of them. Oh, shit.
I never have business cards when I see them. I know. It's because my mom will always ask me for business cards, and so she'll take the ones out of my wallet, and then like I'll forget to restock. I know.
How are you supposed to navigate slow season?
I'm working on it. I will be taking business cards with me today.
No, yeah.
You heard it here.
But I mean, it really just depends. The advice that we're giving you in terms of navigating slow season, you might have better ideas. If you have better ideas, honestly,
leave them in the comments.
Please leave them in the comments. I'm like, we would like to know.
Help us out. Help a friend out.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different ways to navigate it. I think also your mindset is a big one. If you are telling yourself, oh, I'm in a slow season, I'm never going to get out of here, I'm just going to be stuck, like my life is over. Like, yes, it's okay to be dramatic for a couple minutes. Okay. Minutes. Okay, not hours, not days, not weeks, not months. No, get yourself out of it. Because if you're feeling it, and if you're like, oh my God, no, like it's never going to end, your clients are going to pick up all that energy, because you're going to take that energy with you to your appointments.
And then it really is never going to end.
Because then all of your clients are like, well, now she's no fun to hang out with. Now I don't want to get my brows done with her. I don't want to get my Brazilian done because all she does is look sad.
Fake it till you make it.
Honestly.
Faking it till you make it is going to get you
so far. I mean, I know it sounds dumb, and I know we just talked about being authentic and being yourself. But if you have to turn it on to some extent for clientele anyways. So just turn it on a little bit more.
Well, I think it's like, in terms of faking it till you make it, that's more of an internal thing.
Right.
That's like, that's when you don't have clients.
You kind of have to give yourself that pep talk.
Yeah.
Being like, hey girl, don't worry, like slow season's gonna end. I'm gonna get so busy. You know, I'm preparing to get busy. Really making that like mantra in your head, like, I'm a busy girl.
Yeah.
Like, my whole life is about to change. I'm gonna be so busy. Like, light manifestation work, you know? But anyways, so those are just things that we do. We hope that it gave you some insight, and hopefully you learned some new tips that'll kind of help you navigate through your slow season. And then again, if you have more tips and tricks, please leave them down in the comments. Please. We appreciate it. We know that the rest of you watching would appreciate it.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That's what we have for you today.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias, and all of our personal business accounts as well.
Even Ashley's, even though she's not here.
Yeah, even though she's not here, I guess you can follow her too or whatever.
I guess it's fine. I'll link it. That's
whatever.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. But other than that, it was nice to see everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I think that's it.
Okay.
Later, losers.